Well, it's more or less do or die for England after their failure to beat Israel 4 days ago. A couple of changes for the match tonight in Barcelona against Andorra. Johnson turns, good shot, and the keeper's done just enough to push it wide. Andy Johnson craving a goal. Decent strike in from the Everton man. Ricardo Alvarez pushed.
Ferdinand, now Lennon back on the right. Does deliver. A touch from Rooney, a shot from Gerrard and a goal for England. 8 minutes into the second half. Huge relief all round. Well, they're happier now in the stands and certainly on the pitch.
Well, we came out of the blocks in the second half, did it? We've come out, started to play with a little bit more endeavour, a little bit more pace. It's a great ball in from Aaron Lennon initially. This is what we're talking about. Keep the ball alive, be effective, and that's what they do. Great touch from Wayne Rooney, and as soon as it bounced here, he'll...
Lennon. Gerrard, wanting it back again, and still going, Steven Gerrard! Again, he's taken the match by the scruff of its neck. He's got two, England have got two, and it's all looking just a bit healthier on the scoreline now.
Well, it cried out for this play on Saturday, this kind of play from a player, and it cried out for it again in the first half. And he's taken the game by the scruff of the neck, and this is absolutely magnificent. It's all about the individual brilliance of Steven Gerrard, injecting pace into the game. Quick 1-2 with Stuart Downing, then with Defoe, but then the presence of mind to just look up and pick his...
Terry. Gerrard again. There's no offside. Defoe, and on the line was Nugent. They'll have to sort that one out between them.
Well, in the record books it'll go down as David Nugent's, I think, and that's a striker. Jamie Redknapp will be at home. I was talking to him at the weekend about goals that people pinch, and goal scorers pinch goals, and Nugent's done that, to be perfectly honest with you. Defoe's smiling, but inside he'll be raging. That's going in from Defoe. Good ball, he's onside Jermaine, and this is what he does, he searches behind people, and it's a strike. You can see it's going in.
Steve McLaren knew that anything other than a victory in Estonia would leave his position as England manager hanging by a thread, and his decision to recall David Beckham less than a year after axing the former captain has caused no little controversy. Beckham was involved in setting up the first chance as Owen laid it off for Crouch. Beckham again with the free kick on the left, this time Mark Poom spilling it, and Michael Owen eventually crowded out. Wayne Bridge with the throw-in on the left side, flicked on by Crouch, and it was Joe Bolt who turned past Dmitry Kruglov and arrowed in a fine right-footed shot. England taking the lead on 37 minutes. The Chelsea defender Wayne Bridge was on hand to set up his clubmate Frank Lampard just moments later. Lampard narrowly missing at the near post. Estonia was struggling to live with England, but they did have one opportunity just before the interval. Vladimir Koskiboynikov denied by Paul Robinson on that occasion. England leading 1-0 at the interval as they try and get their Group E campaign back on track. Substitute Tarmo Niemelo almost embarrassed Paul Robinson here. Estonia, though, haven't scored yet in their campaign, and they were soon 2-0 down. Peter Crouch stooping to head home a trademark right-wing cross from David Beckham, who was enjoying a fine performance in his first competitive game since last summer's World Cup. Beckham again supplying the ammunition, this time for Michael Owen. England wrapping up the contest in just over an hour. 3-0 in Tallinn, and Estonia did have this late chance as Tarmo Kink saw his shot cleared by John Terry, but England run out 3-0 winners.
Victory too for England, Bobby.
Yeah, from the front right back to the goalkeeper, there was very little that there wasn't positive about the English display. Heskey, we'll make fun of Heskey sometimes, but he really was far too much for Israel to handle. Michael Owen seemed to feed off that. Sean Wright-Phillips had a good game on the wing. Joe Cole was a good telling ball that Joe Cole put in. Gerrard was his usual energetic self in the midfield, and Gareth Barry just slipped in there. England essentially playing without really a holding midfield player after all the palaver last year. We're going to the World Cup out of that. How they had to have, and they've got to have a holding midfield player. Essentially, Gareth Barry, you watch that game, and he spent an awful lot of time up in that last 35 to 45 yards of the attacking area of the park. Micah Richards, excellent leap for that header. He just looks like he's going to be a tremendous player. He's got all the tools. And centre defence, no problem at all. Paul Robinson.
Out of the way today at Wembley. Got to get all the points there that you can. And Russia, no pushover coming to England for this one. 7th minute, England's corner is cleared out. Gareth Barry, well, he's going to try again. This ball falls right to Michael Owen, and he's got room, and he's got the foot. 1-0 England. No one thought this ball would get to Owen, but he was ready for it. Dinks it off the inside of the bar. Goose Hiddink didn't want to see his side of the hole quite that early. Dinyar Bilyatinov shot. Paul Robinson makes the diving save. He replacing the injured Tim Howard for the English side. 31st minute, long ball for England. Emil Heskey to Owen. Boom. 2-0 England. Plays like this are exactly why Heskey's in the lineup. Sets up Owen, and Owen cannot miss from there. Second half now, 47th minute. Dmitry Saichev running in on the angle. Robinson might have got a finger on it. Scoots it wide. 84th minute. It's Barry to Rio Ferdinand. No pressure on him at all in the box, so he steps up and corks one. Kills it underneath Vyacheslav Malafev. 3-0 England. Malafev should have had something on this one. Tried to slap it into the dirt, and it gets past him as Rio. Somebody guard him. Somebody stop him from scoring that goal. Moot point whether he stopped that ball or not. 3-0 would be the final in this one. Joy for England winning this one at Wembley.
The manager went out to
Of course. This is right off the kickoff. Ball to the middle for Gareth Barry, and he rolls this out for Joe Cole, who hops it to Michael Owen. And keeper Mark Poom comes out to smother that threat. 10 minutes later, Sean Wright-Phillips on the right side to Micah Richards. Back to Wright-Phillips and through the legs. 1-0. Sean Wright-Phillips with his third senior goal. A nice give and go with Richards, and Wright-Phillips with the rest there. England again, it's Cole on the left side, and he'll square this one to the middle. Wayne Rooney with the deflected strike as Owen let it go. Rooney's first for England in over 2 years, that in the 32nd. Mere moments later, and it's England again. Ashley Cole with the ball towards the middle, and Estonia's defender Tavi Ran with the glancing clearance, and he cleared that one right past Poom and into his own. 3-0, and that one in the 33rd. Oh, tough going for Estonia and Poom. What are you going to do? Off the post and in. Second half, Estonia launching an attack. A ball sent in front, and Ashley Cole bumps with Kaimar Sag. And Cole would stay down for a while, eventually subbed off by Phil Neville. The slowed version of the incident, as Cole would get his feet caught underneath him when he hit the ground and rolling over on his ankle. It was an ankle injury as Cole gets subbed off stretcher-wise. Rio Ferdinand looking on, concerned Steve McLaren. England win this one 3-0 for a fifth straight. 3-0 results.